This is the Breadboard project for audio electronics, and in this project we're going to be doing something similar to the first cable testing project, except this time we have a TRS cable and a breadboard. Instead of using alligator clips to send this signal, we're going to be using this breadboard. So we're still going to be trying to complete a circuit with all the cables within the TRS cable to make sure everything's working properly and stuff. Okay. So first off, I'm going to connect both ends of the battery to separate columns on the breadboard, like so. And then I'm going to connect one tip of the TRS to one of the columns that the battery is connected to. So now there's electrons flowing from the battery to that tip all the way to the other tip, and I have an alligator clip connected to that tip to a wire because they have all snapped off in the middle of my projects and I'm pissed. So I'm sorry if that's not okay, but I'm doing it. So I'm connecting that to J30, which is just, as of right now, a random square on the breadboard. So now the electrons are flowing from the battery to the tip all the way into that row. So I'm going to connect the ring on that same end to H30, which is just a square in that same row. So now the electrons are flowing from the battery through the tip wire into the ring wire, and now that's going to the ring over here, which I'm going to put into A30. Okay. Which is a different horizontal row, so that's its own individual path, and connect it to the sleeve on D30. So now there's electrons flowing into the tip, to the other tip, to the sleeve, to the other sleeve, and into the ring, and now into the sleeve. And now on the final end, I'm going to connect the last sleeve into J20. Again, just a completely individual square as of right now. So now there's electrons flowing through all three wires in the TRS cable, and I'm going to connect a resistor into that same horizontal row. We'll just make it I20, sorry, and then connect that to F15, which is just random square. And now we're going to connect an LED to that horizontal row that the left end of the resistor is in. I'm in J15 now, to the column that the other end of the battery is in, and if everything's okay, it should light up. And it does. I don't know if you can see, but it's lighting up. I promise. That's science. And yeah, we have electrons flowing from the battery to this column in the breadboard, in this column going to the tip, going through the cable to the other tip, just going into this row in the breadboard, which is going to the ring, which is going through the cable to this other row on the breadboard, which is going from there to the sleeve, going through the cable again to this row, which is going to the resistor, which goes to this row, which goes through the LED to the final row, final column connecting to the battery. So the circuit's complete, and there's a lit LED. So happy time. You have electricity flowing from the battery to this tip to Motherfuck!